One of the most difficult parts of color correcting brows is choosing the right color with the right undertone so that you can neutralize the color without making it worse. In this video, I want to introduce you to my color correction methods by showing you how I've simplified the process through pigment choice. A quick disclaimer, the pigments I use are not the only way to correct false colored brows. There are a ton of great pigment lines. I just find this method very simple and it gets me consistent results. I've been able to formulate 4 pigments that work for virtually every color correction I've had to do. And to take the guesswork out of which ones you need to use, I've appropriately labeled them for what they do. The 4 Fusion Artistry color correction pigments are red corrector, blue corrector, violet corrector, and gray corrector. You can use these colors alone, or when you need, you can also mix them. Let's start with the red corrector. The red corrector is an olive green pigment used to correct reddish, pink, and warm tone brows. You want to saturate the area that needs to be corrected using the red corrector until you see a shift to a more brown color. Then you have your blue corrector. This is a bright orange pigment that's the complete opposite of blue on the color wheel. Therefore, you would use this color to correct brows that have turned a cool blue tone. Be sure to saturate the area that needs to be corrected using blue corrector until you see a shift to a more brown color. Next is your violet corrector. This is a yellow pigment that is the complete opposite of violet in the color spectrum. It can be used to help correct brows that are more violet in color. You want to saturate the area that needs to be corrected using this violet corrector until you see a shift to a more brown color. You can use this color alone or you can add it to your target color. And last but not least, our gray corrector. This is an orange-yellow color. Generally, when the brows are gray, they aren't quite blue enough to need something as strong as the blue corrector. This is when the gray corrector would be a better choice. As with all of the other correction colors, you saturate using this color until you see a shift to a more brown color. With all of these colors, you can use it alone or add it to your target color. These colors can also be mixed together when needed. An example of when I would mix 2 corrective colors is when I have a client who has brows that have turned red or maybe a salmon color with a hint of purple. Since I see both the warm tone and some purple, I will mix the violet corrector with the red corrector to help neutralize both colors. So you see, the pigments are pretty self-explanatory. They really do take the guesswork out of correcting brows. I hope you find this video helpful in getting more familiar with the FA color correction pigments. For those of you who want to dive deeper into transforming your business with color correction, I'll be launching Color Correction Pro, where I go in depth on pigment theory and the entire correction process. There's over 10 hours of video content, including full-length, detailed demos where I correct various brows on real paying clients. When it comes to color correction, the hardest and more complicated part is really knowing how to merge the correction area with the area that you'll be adding to the new shape. If this is something you're looking to dive deeper into, be sure to click the link below to stay informed on when we launch Color Correction Pro. But that's it on my preferred pigment choice for color correction. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'll see you in the next video.